The Smurfs and the Heart of the Storm. The morning sun shimmered over the red roofs of the mushroom houses in Smurf Village. Everywhere was filled with cheerful voices. Handy Smurf was picking strawberries, Hefty Smurf was carrying wood, and Smurfette was planting flowers in the village square. Papa Smurf was working on a new plant potion in his lab and murmured, "Everything seems fine, but the weather has been acting strangely lately." Dark clouds were beginning to appear on the horizon, but no one paid much attention. Life in the village was so peaceful that no Smurf could imagine anything bad happening. By evening, the wind had suddenly changed direction. Tree branches began to sway, and the flowers bent low. Handy Smurf called out while fixing his roof, "Papa Smurf, the wind is blowing from the north. This can't be good." Papa Smurf puffed on his pipe and looked at the sky. "I'm afraid you're right. These clouds are unusual. A storm may be coming." That night, the Smurfs fell asleep to the sound of howling wind. As Smurfette closed her window, she saw lightning flashing in the distance and shivered slightly. By morning, the sky had turned completely black. Thunder roared and rain poured down like a waterfall. The mushroom houses began to flood, and the paths turned to mud. Hefty Smurf and Brave Smurf tried to protect the bridge by the river, but the water level was rising fast. "Papa Smurf, the river is overflowing," shouted Hefty Smurf. Papa Smurf quickly called out, "All Smurfs, stay in your homes and stay calm. We'll help each other until it passes." But the rain wouldn't stop. Within an hour, half the village was under water. Many mushroom houses were damaged, some even swept away. Smurfette and Baby Smurf took shelter in Papa Smurf's lab. "Papa Smurf, will the village be destroyed?" cried Baby Smurf. "No, my child," said Papa Smurf, placing his hand on Smurfette's shoulder. "We're a family. As long as we stay together, nothing can defeat us." At that moment, Wise Smurf opened an old book and said, "This storm may not be natural. Legends say that the heart of the sleeping mountain has awakened." The Smurfs looked at each other in surprise. Papa Smurf thought deeply about Wise Smurf's words. "If that's true, we must make peace with nature to calm the storm," he said. He and a few brave Smurfs set out into the forest, despite the heavy rain. Trees were falling, and lightning struck close by, but Papa Smurf was determined. Deep in the forest, they reached a misty cave. From inside came a deep, rumbling sound. Papa Smurf knelt down and whispered, "Oh, Spirit of Nature, we are sorry. We dug too deeply into your soil and dirtied your rivers. Please forgive us." A warm light slowly began to rise from the cave. At that moment, the wind stopped. The rain softened, and the clouds began to part. When Smurfette looked up from the village square, she saw the sun for the first time in days. Hefty Smurf lifted fallen houses, while Handy Smurf redirected the water away from the streets. All the Smurfs worked together to repair their village. Papa Smurf returned and smiled. "Nature has taught us a lesson," he said. "No matter how small we are, we must respect the world we live in." A week later, Smurf Village was more beautiful than ever. New flowers bloomed, and the mushroom houses were painted in bright colors. By the river, the Smurfs built a stone monument that read, "Those who respect nature will always find peace." Every year, on the same day, the Smurfs began to celebrate Nature Day to remember the event. That night, Smurfette wrote in her diary, "Storms may come and go, but friendship always stays." One morning, Papa Smurf stepped outside and looked up. Above the village stretched a bright, colorful rainbow. All the Smurfs gathered in the square, holding flowers in their hands. "Look," shouted Baby Smurf happily, "the rainbow is smiling at us." Papa Smurf smiled gently. "Yes, my little Smurfs, because nature trusts us again." And from that day on, whenever they saw a rainbow after the rain, the Smurfs remembered one thing: no matter what happens, hope always returns